This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. Well, let's talk about what was possible. We said at the end of last week's show, we'd take a look at the main event TV taping that happened May 31st in Sumter, South Carolina. It actually aired here on June 12th. And on that June 12th edition of the main event, it's you versus Luger. Let's take a look at the closing moments of that match right now. We've got about a minute worth of audio we want to play.
Anderson waiting for him. What a move!
Luger pushes you into Teddy. Teddy goes down. You get the small package. There's no referee. Luger reverses it. In comes JJ, who picks up Lex by the hair. Misses the right hand. Full Nelson for JJ. Here comes Barry. Puts the claw on Luger. Teddy calls for the bell. Here comes the beatdown.
The referee calling for the bell. Luger will be awarded by disqualification. But Wyndham wants to end the career. Foley duck. Sting, Makita in. And the Horsemen are gone. Your winner.
So there you go. Pretty hot finish to a TV show, especially for 1988. And then seemingly you get a few days off here. Maybe that's because they know they're going to just run your ass ragged with this Great American Bash Tour. You're back on June 18th. The TV tapings in Atlanta. It's going to be you and Tully taking on Tommy and Tom. A couple of enhancement talent here. And then you guys cut a promo. Let's take a listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, with their manager, J.J. Dillon.
David Crockett, when you go into a civil war, you don't go in a civil war looking over your shoulder. You don't go into it demented, screaming, hollering, off the wall like Kevin Sullivan. You go in with a clear, cool, calm, collected head. Because any athlete, I don't care what sport you name, never competes 46 straight days at top-level competition. And the only way to come out of it with your health, with your life, and going in with the gold, the only way to come out with the gold is to use that same level-headed philosophy that we live 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It starts in the morning, you hit the gym, you get it out of the way. Then it goes strategy in the afternoon, and when you get to work, you put your heads together, you come up with that winning formula. That's how you become a world champion. The Great American Bash to us is just another day for the Four Horsemen to shine. So whether it's Tampa, Dallas, Charlotte Coliseum, Baltimore, any major city across this country, we're going to be doing no different, no diminished ramblings. And if you want to know the guy I referred to looking over his shoulder, no man ever won a wrestling match, Luger, looking over his shoulder. You can't attack. A frontal attack's the only thing's going to beat Ric Flair, and you looking for shadows coming out of dark alleys is going to be your downfall. Tell him, Terry.
You know, Double A said so well, but you get it right down to that point. You focal right down on the one point. You talk about Baltimore, July the 10th. You and I have to defend our part of the Horseman Gold against Nikita Koloff and Sting. You know, Sting likes somebody here beat on his chest. They all like to flex, and they all like to talk about how everybody else is going to help them. We don't need no help. We're the best team in professional wrestling throughout history. That's why we have these and why we can talk about it. So on the 10th, when you guys walk down that aisle, don't worry about Luger. Don't worry about Dr. Death. Don't worry about the Road Warriors. You two gentlemen, worry about yourselves. Prove to the wrestling world that you are something to be reckoned with. Because on July the 10th, Double A and myself, along with JJ, are going to carry the gold down the aisle and walk back out with it.
Man, I listened to that promo and I watched Tully Blanchard do his thing, and I just get beside myself that he was gone from wrestling for so long. How good was he?
Very.
It's unbelievable.
Very professional in the fact that he could produce just somebody that everybody universally hated his guts. And he brought that to the table every night. He was a tremendous heel.
I know when you have a partner like that, I mean, you talk about knowing that guy's got your back in the ring. I mean, you guys were peanut butter and jelly. You had to be sleeping pretty good in those days, knowing that Tully was your tag team partner, right?
Yeah, we got to a point, like I said earlier, just a look. You know, if a guy snatched me in the head, like for an example, if I could get my head to where Tully could see my face and I would just look at him, if I shot a guy off and dropped down, Tully knew I wanted something to happen to that guy as he hit the ropes by where Tully was, whether it was a knee in the back, step down, catch him in the back of the head with an elbow, drop off the apron, trip him, something. He knew I wanted something, and we didn't have to say a word. It just became like, it was almost like telepathic.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.